very, very quick story. I was in tears today on a call because one of our authors, Bonnie, she published her book Shout It Beautifully, I think like a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. And for the first time last week, she went to a school in Oklahoma, is where she lives. And she spoke at a school. Now, she was shit scared, right? She's in her 60s and she's like, I don't, you know. And she spoke at a school in front of 60 schoolgirls. She finished her talk. And I'm sharing this story because this is exactly what I want the film to do, but on a global scale. She finished her talk to these 60 girls. 4 girls walk up to her after the talk. 4 of them break their silence to Bonnie. Bonnie says, right, will you come with me to the school principal so we can actually do something about this? One of them said, no, I don't want to go anywhere. The 3 of them went with her. These 3, right, were abused by their fathers, all 3.
Wow.
And they went to the school principal. They done a cracking job at taking immediate action. They got social services, if that's, I can't remember if that's what they call it in the States, but that's what we call it, and the police. And cutting the story short, that happened last Tuesday. And then last Friday, the mother and one of those girls randomly turn up at Bonnie's house in the afternoon. She's now shit scared. She's like, why are you here? Right? Because, well, why? You know, this is just out of the blue. And so Bonnie invites them in and the mum starts breaking down. And so what it turned out to be was this girl had a sister. They go back home. The sister says, yes, he's been abusing me too. And the mum's kicked the dad out, getting a divorce, trying to figure out what the next step is to take legally or not. And she says to Bonnie, thank you, you've just saved our family. You know, you just saved the girls' lives. And that's what I want to happen on a global scale on every single TV, in the cinemas, where people can watch it and then they can finish watching that film and they can be like, shit, not just me. You know? Because when I was living in silence, I was like, no one out there has been abused by their granddad. Like, do you know what I mean? No one out, because nobody talks about it. So if nobody talks about it, you feel like you're only one. Like, people are gonna like, no one. But as soon as like, yeah, my granddad, yeah, my dad, you're like, oh, maybe I can say something.